स्वागत है आपका रिक्वेस्ट वाले शो में, जहां पे आज का एपिसोड होने वाला है बहुत ही खास, क्योंकि मेरे साथ है वो जिनके हर गाने लगा देते हैं आग जी। यस, प्लीज गिव इट अप फॉर तनिष्क बागची। तनिष्क, वेलकम टू रिक्वेस्ट वाला शो।
Thank you so much.
हाउ आर यू डूइंग टुडे?
Little better.
Little better. Well, first of all, very cool look and
Thank you
love
so
your
much.
hair. मतलब
Thank you
मैंने
so much.
आपको काफी फॉलो किया है और आपकी हेयर स्टाइल्स काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होती है. So is there like a story behind it?
Yeah, we have to do a story.
Yeah, we should, right? We have to. We have to. This is amazing. Well, Tanishk, right off the bat, I want to talk to you about your new film, Sky Force. सारा की सारा soundtrack आपने compose किया है, सारे के सारे गाने आपने बनाए हैं. This is the first time you're actually coming and making the entire soundtrack of the film. Talk to me about the experience. Talk to me about the songs, the music.
So I started my career with like single songs, like step by step.
Okay.
And I always wanted to do a solo film. But the problem with the industry is that I get tagged for certain kind of songs,
Right.
you know. So original songs, I was doing it.
Right.
But a lot of producers thought, okay, ये तो recreate करता है, ये ज़्यादा full movie दे नहीं सकते हैं. तो सब movie में एक ही गाना रहता था. बुलबुले में you will get a title track, या सिम्बा में you will get a
Right.
recreation. And so I always had that thing in me that मैं upgrade नहीं हो रहा हूँ.
Right.
And the upgrade would be a solo film.
Correct.
So I worked hard at it. Like 2 years I was just doing Maddock, like single songs. I did Teri Baaton Mein Uljha Diya,
Correct.
Shahid's film. But again 2 songs. So like that slowly I got the confidence from Dinu.
Right.
And Dinu sir told me, okay, Tanishk, there is a film, would you want to do a solo film?
Wow.
So I was really excited. I was thinking, am I capable of doing it? You know, there is always something inside you that agar nahi hua to,
Yeah.
you know, so that feeling was there. But when I heard the script, and with Akshay sir, I already did a couple of films earlier. So I felt that this is possible because all the songs I had been doing, like one song in Kesari, one song in this and that, you know.
Right.
So I completely took it as a project which has different songs, like different project in one project.
Correct.
You're getting it? So like that, then I started composing it. Now the first song I composed was a romantic track, and that was the first song of the film.
Wow.
And that got approved, and he told me that, you know, there is a patriotic song. So we are doing a romantic track later, but
Right.
the main song is a patriotic song. And he told me that, okay, this song has to be a song which the entire nation would be able to hum, and with good lyrics, you know.
Correct.
Because lyrics is very important. So the first thing was that I composed it, and I played it to Dinu sir. He loved it. And he told me, now we have to get the lyrics. So again, I got like, I was doing with Irshad Bhai in this film. So I got Manoj Mutashir in this because I had already worked with him
Right.
in Yodha.
Yeah.
And we did a patriotic song also in that. So I told him that this is the situation, but I want you to write it in a very different way.
Right.
It shouldn't be Teri Mitti or Tiranga. It has to be Skyforce.
Correct.
So we sat and we did the song, and then again, you know, B Prag Paji came. So Gana ऐसे ready हुआ. And bro, क्या है ना, मैं सोच रहा था this will take long time, maybe 2 months to do a song because there's so many things. But everything happened in like, I think 5-6 days.
Wow.
The entire track production, the lyrics and everything. It was just meant to be, you know. So that is how all the songs happen in the film. Like, that's the best thing because, you know, if you have a good vibe,
Right.
and you have good people behind you and they give you confidence, then it's easy for you to work, you know.
Correct. You spoke to me about making a patriotic song.
Yep.
Now, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हमारे टाइम से, मतलब when I was a kid, patriotic songs have been very categorized. सबको पता है कि ये patriotic है और मतलब हर Independence Day, Republic Day में बच्चे वही choir में गाते हैं. Tell me, how is this song going to be different, but at the same time instilling the same emotions of patriotism within the people of the country?
So bro, nowadays people are more towards, I think they don't categorize in a romantic song or a dance song. What I have seen, like my
Right.
experience,
Right.
they want a good song.
Correct.
ठीक है. Whether it's a patriotic song, doesn't matter. Teri Mitti plays everywhere. When I
Right.
perform in shows, I do sing this song.
Correct.
You know, wedding में मैं patriotic गाना गा रहा हूँ. People are dancing to it.
वो तो मेरे देश की धरती तो कब से चला ही जा रहा है.
Exactly. Sunday
बारात
से
song
आते
ही
is
है.
there. So I don't think there is a categorization in that. हाँ, but it has a different set of emotions.
Correct.
To listen to the song and get that emotion and you feel like crying, so that's a different kind of you know, feeling. So when I did my, Veer's dad actually heard the song first time and he started crying.
Oh,
जब
wow.
गाना scratch था, that is the moment when I felt that yes, you know,
This
I
song
have
is
touched
powerful.
that point,
Yeah,
and
correct.
I feel that I am on the right track.
That
So
is amazing.
I think again lyrics matters a lot, and that's why Manoj is the best in this. And patriotic song mein to he's damn good.
Amazing.
So that's the thing, bro.
Tanishk, we've spoken about Skyforce, your new film that's coming out. I want to talk to you about you, right? मुझे पता चला है कि initially आप music में interested ही नहीं थे. You didn't want to go into music while your parents are renowned musicians, right? And then suddenly you made that switch and then you decided कि अब music में career बनेगा after people in college forced you to like sing one song 10 times basically, and that's when you realize. Tell us about your story from a boy who didn't want to be into music, जिसको पतंग उड़ाने का और फुटबॉल खेलने का शौक था, versus the person who's sitting me in front of me right now, जिन्होंने पूरी की पूरी एक फिल्म का म्यूजिक कंपोज किया, इतने सारे सुपर हिट गाने दिए हैं. What has the journey been like?
Bro, the journey is interesting.
Yeah, of course it is.
There's lots, but I'll just make it short. So my family is into music. But in Calcutta, the thing is that music is everywhere.
Correct.
But there is so much of poverty over there. ठीक है, पैसे नहीं होते लोगों के पास. तो क्या होता है कि when you are doing music and you don't have money, then you don't have a future. Correct. Where will you play the songs? In a 5-star hotel, you are playing there. You know, classical musicians क्या होते हैं, मैं देखे हूँ खुद ही कि 5-star में बैठे हुए हैं, खाना खा रहे हैं, वो सितार बजा रहे हैं. तो मैं जब ये सब देखता था ना, तब मुझे ऐसे फील होता था कि म्यूजिक का कोई फ्यूचर नहीं है. And same when my dad used to work. And he used to earn very less, you know, rather than people who are doing something else. So, and mom used to go around and teach students, you know, house to house. तो वो देख के ना मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता था. तो I always felt that I'll do something where there is lots of money, you know. So that is the problem in my family. Then I realized that at some moment in my life when I saw dad, and I thought that why is it not happening? Why is music not commercializing? You know,
correct. Yeah.
Why is it that there's no money behind it? तो I started learning those things. That मैं अगर म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर बनना चाहता हूँ तो it's not that I'll go and start composing for a film. I'll start from scratch, you know. So that is how I learned step by step to produce songs.
Right.
I started ghost producing for DJs over there.
Right.
ठीक है. And when I realized that my songs were actually reaching people, that is the moment I got that confidence. Okay, let me try making songs for music directors.
Correct.
And approach Bombay. So like that, slowly, I got myself into the industry.
Yeah, Tanish, actually इस शो पे बहुत सारे सिंगर्स आते हैं, बहुत सारे कंपोजर्स आते हैं. मेरे को सब बताते हैं हम 3 साल से 4 साल की उम्र से they are learning music. घर में full on musical माहौल था. Wherein your story is different. You actually started learning music on a computer, if I'm not wrong. आपके पापा ने आपको एक कंप्यूटर लाके दिया. That's where you started experimenting. Do you think that learning mixing music and making music at a very early point when people didn't know so much technology also has actually benefited you compared to like other music producers and composers?
100%. I agree to it, yeah. Because if you don't know the hard way of doing everything, the easiest way would be very tough for you. Because then the thing is that the technology is going high every day.
Right.
AI आ गया है, उसके बाद क्या आएगा पता नहीं. तो अगर आपका बेस सॉलिड नहीं है ना, तो आप उसमें घूमते रहोगे. You will be waiting for something to come and then that will help you. Right. For me, I don't care about AI. I don't care about software. Even if I get an old analog synth, I can compose a song in that.
Wow, that is amazing.
So that is how I learned the process. That's why I said you have to know the basics first.
Correct.
And then you build up.
That is amazing. Well, tell me something कि आपने बताया कि Skyforce में आप अक्षय कुमार के साथ काम कर रहे हैं. But very initially in your career आपने एक वीडियो गेम के लिए म्यूजिक बनाया था जो कि actually अक्षय कुमार ने लॉन्च किया था. और उसके बाद you've collaborated a lot with him. What is it to work like Akshay Kumar if you've seen your process?
So I did a song for him called Shaukin. I produced a song for Orko. Yeah. And that is my first film actually with Akshay Bagchi. And after that, there are a lot of films I've done. The moment I met him, I felt that though he is like so senior to us, like he is musically is very inclined.
Oh.
And he listens to some other sort of, you know, some country rock and EDM and everything. It's not what we hear, you know.
I would like totally imagine him just like working out to Burj Khalifa.
Exactly. You know, it's like everything and anything happens.
Yeah.
And he called me once when we were working on a film with Azim and he said, Acha Tanishk, can we meet in the morning? So I said, okay sir, I'll be there. बोलो कितना बजे तुझे पता है ना? तो बोला हाँ मैं तो 10 बजे उठ जाऊँगा उसके 12 बजे. बोला are you mad? I'm coming at 3.
3 in the morning?
Better be ready. You pick me up. I said, Paji, 3 o'clock in the morning मैं जिंदगी में नहीं उठा हूँ.
Correct.
बोला तुझे आना पड़ेगा अगर मेरे साथ काम करना है. So I went.
Did you sleep that night?
I couldn't.
Like it was better.
Because I was thinking that वो आके करेंगे क्या?
Correct.
So he came in and he played me a couple of songs which is not related to the film.
Right.
Something else only. From trance, alak music. That time I realized that he experiments a lot
Wow.
on music. And then I started working with him and all the songs that I've done. They are.
They are all amazing.
Yeah.
They've like done supremely well. Tanishk, मुझे आपसे बात करनी है. आपने starting में बोला था interview के कि a lot of people tagged you as somebody who makes a lot of remakes. But I don't think they're remakes first of all. They're recreations altogether because बहुत ज़्यादा काम जाता है उस पे. But at the same time, जब रीमेक्स का टाइम आया था, there was a point जब remixes हो रहे थे, remakes हो रहे थे, and after that you started picking up some really iconic songs and you have recreated them and all of them are super duper hits, right? So first of all, help me understand that how did you break that tag of somebody who's creating recreations of renditions of the old songs? Number two, what is the process behind, because it's so much pressure, right? इतना सारा pressure होता है कि पुराने गाने को justice करनी है, at the same time नया गाना should sound great. How do you manage that? How do you balance that?
So initially my idea was never to do a recreation because that was not my plan.
Correct.
My plan was to do like original tracks which I started doing. My scratches were original. But what happened is that Karan sir wanted a different version for Hamma Amma,
Correct.
for Okay Janu, and a lot of people were trying it. And Azim came to me and he said that, do you want to give a try to it? So I said, yaar, to Rahman sir गाना मैं उसमें क्या करूँगा? Already it's such a beautiful song. But then he said that एक try करते हैं, ठीक है ना? नहीं होता है तो फिर नहीं, जाता है तो फिर ऐसे. Then I made that beat and we just plugged it in. And I told Azim that, first we should play it to Rahman sir.
Correct.
Because if he agrees to it, then.
Absolutely.
So when he heard it, he loved it. So that is the moment when I felt that maybe this is a kind of genre which got created randomly.
Correct.
And I said, ठीक है, अभी इधर तो खत्म ही है, ये गाना कर लिया, happy. So after the song became a hit, then everybody started coming to me, bro, ये गाना कर सकते हैं, वो गाना कर सकते हैं. Now I got a little stressed कि मैं ये करने तो आया नहीं हूँ.
Correct.
आप मुझे इसके लिए अप्रोच कर रहे हो, मुझे ये टैग लेना ही नहीं है. So I started avoiding a lot of tracks. Oh. But then suddenly there were some films which had my original tracks and they wanted one promotional track.
Correct.
As a recreation. So I said, okay, songs which were famous but not playing right now, let me just give it a push.
Correct.
So that people like youngsters should know that अच्छा ये गाना exist करता है.
Correct.
So I did Tamma Tamma again for this. And like that I started building up that idea that my purpose for recreation is to get it to the youngsters.
Correct.
Like in a club, if you have like 10 songs playing, it's a Latin or a Mumbai or anything, you have one Akmare playing.
Of course, has to be. Correct.
So that was my ratio and intention behind recreation. And at the same time, I made it a thing that, I will do a Rata Lambe or a Bolna or a Vemahi.
Correct.
I'll balance it
out.
But suddenly क्या होगा इसका balance थोड़ा ऊपर जाने लगा. तो मुझे वो भी थोड़ा कम करना पड़ा.
Right.
And yeah, that's the thing,
But आपके लिए तो मतलब award shows में category create कर दी थी recreations के लिए. How did you feel about that? कि मतलब imagine the impact that you've created, right?
I was very scared.
Really?
Yeah, because उसी category में दूसरे category में जीता था award.
Correct.
ठीक है, but ये category मुझे थोड़ा लगा कि maybe it's like a sarcastic way of saying, okay, this is like for doing the song. I don't think it was sarcastic. I think it's appreciation. I know. It's just a thing I felt that maybe it's like that. But yeah, my thing was that people love both my genres. Right. So that is my main intention. गाना लोगों तक पहुँच रहा है, लोगों dance कर रहे हैं, and all that is happening. So that is people loving it. So.
But Tanishk, tell me something. You've created so many party anthems, right? आपके गाने discos में बजते हैं, आपके गाने parties में बजते हैं, शादियों में बजते हैं, बारात में बजते हैं. At the same time, you have this very cute romantic set of songs which mostly the romantics and the cute people listen to them, right? What do you prefer making more? Do you prefer going for the party music or do you prefer emotional songs?
I think the cute ones.
The cute ones.
Yeah, because that actually makes me, I relate a lot to it.
Right.
Because I'm a very emotional person.
Right.
And when I make a song, it's all that emotion that goes into it. But dance songs में क्या होता है, I have to fake myself, because I don't go to a club, lot of time. मतलब मेरा life कैसा है, mostly work.
Right.
So very less time, तो मुझे उस चीज़ में जाने के लिए आई हैव टू फेक माई सेल्फ, ओके आई एम इन द क्लब, आई एम प्लेइंग अ सॉन्ग और पीपल आर डांसिंग टू इट. सो आई somehow managed to do that and make songs.
This is very interesting because a person who's created the most party anthems of all times is saying that he's an emotional person who's a sort of an introvert, if I may interpret it. और तब भी आप इतने cool music बना लेते हैं. I think that's a great thing. Yeah,
it's all experience, bro. You learn it on the process. You know, you have to evolve to a certain thing, you know, to mix in that.
Right. But Tanishk, I also want to understand how do you associate with what people want, right? क्योंकि बहुत लोग होते हैं जो party anthems come almost every second day in the music industry, right? But आपके गाने ऐसे होते हैं जो कि सबके साथ बैठ जाते हैं, like people of all age groups, all classes, the masses as well as the classes. Everybody relates to your music, right? तो आप वो sentiment कैसे पकड़ते हैं? How do you identify कि this is the thing which will work with everyone?
So it's the teamwork first thing,
Right.
and as I said that I learned this throughout the process. The first thing is that I learned from the producers because सबसे पुराने चावल वो लोग होते हैं, you know.
सबसे पुराने चावल.
बहुत काफी time से they are doing music like Sajid Nadiad wala. So these people like Dinu, so they have seen that music evolution, you know. They have seen कैसे बदला है, and जब मैं इनका सुनता हूँ ना तब मुझे realize होता है कि इनके अंदर ना जितना भी बदल जाए, they have that core is always very single screen and you know that massy songs, the commercial massy songs like Sajid Wajid, Shakar Ehsan Loy, so it's always there,
right?
And that is where I think that I know the pulse because people also they search for those elements,
right?
You know,
right?
They will try to find out, okay, इसमें थोड़ा अनु मलिक वाला feel है, इसमें थोड़ा Sajid Wajid वाला feel है,
correct?
So I take those elements and I just put my elements to it. And then we get a Badri Ki Dulhaniya, you know, or then you get a Makhana, which is like Shankar S and Loy types, you know, and with my, so it's always an experience.
Right, and Makhana has suddenly become this like lady sangeet song where every female friend wants to dance on Makhana irrespective, and you've caught that nerve.
Yeah.
अगर तनिष्क के साथ आपको ये वाला एपिसोड पसंद आया तो जल्दी से लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू Zoom TV.